So, let's talk about a topic that is quietly but completely reshaping our world: artificial intelligence. And for a minute, let's just forget the sci-fi movies. The AI revolution isn't some far-off distant future. It's already here, woven into our everyday lives in ways you might not even realize.
So let me ask you a direct question. Have you used AI in the last 24 hours? Now, before you say no, just think about it for a second. Your answer is probably going to surprise you.
I mean, think about it. From the second you unlock your phone with your face, to that typo autocorrect just magically fixed for you, to the next video YouTube is sure you're gonna love, heck, even a simple Google search. If you've done any of these things today, then yep, the answer is yes. AI is already here, working away, silently in the background.
Okay, so what is AI, really? At its heart, it's a system built to copy human-like intelligence. You know, a calculator is smart, but it just follows a strict set of rules. AI? AI can learn, it can adapt, it can even reason. And that ability to learn from experience, that's the real game changer. So what's the engine driving this whole revolution? Well, it all boils down to two key things: absolutely massive amounts of data and the really clever algorithms that can learn from it all. You know, a great way to think about it is that data is to AI what fuel is to a fire. The more high-quality data you can feed it, the hotter and more powerful that fire becomes. It is, without a doubt, the foundation for everything that follows. And all that data fuels, well, basically three main ways that machines learn. First up, you've got supervised learning. This is where we give the AI an answer key, like showing it millions of emails and telling it, these are spam, these are not. Then there's unsupervised learning, where it finds hidden patterns all by itself. That's exactly how Netflix gets so spookily good at knowing what you want to watch next. And finally, there's reinforcement learning. This is all about trial and error. Just think of an AI learning chess by playing millions of games against itself until it's basically unbeatable.
So now that we kind of get the how, let's dive into the what. How are these incredibly powerful tools actually changing the business world? Because let me tell you, the impact is already pretty staggering.
Take supply chains, for instance. Companies are now creating what they call digital twins. These are perfect virtual copies of their entire supply network. They feed these models tons of real-time data on everything from weather patterns to traffic jams. And then the AI runs millions of what-if scenarios. It can actually predict a problem, like a storm shutting down a port, and figure out the best solution before it even happens. It's amazing. And we're all seeing the same kind of shift in marketing. The old goal was to target these huge, broad groups. The new goal? A segment of one. Just you. By mixing together your purchase history, what you do online, and even where you are right now, AI can understand you as an individual and give you the perfect message at the perfect time. But AI isn't just a behind-the-scenes tool anymore. It's becoming the main feature of the products themselves. Get this, John Deere has these CN spray tractors that use computer vision to tell the difference between a crop and a weed, and it only sprays herbicide where it's needed. The result? An incredible 80% drop in chemical use. That is a huge leap forward.
Okay, but all of this incredible power, it brings with it some really profound questions. This isn't just about technology anymore. It's about us. We have to start grappling with some pretty big societal and ethical issues.
Let's talk about jobs, because that's on everybody's mind. The impact isn't just about robots taking over. It's really threefold. For some jobs, AI will augment what we do. Think of a teacher getting help grading papers. For others, it will substitute tasks, automating routine work. But, and this is so important, it will also create entirely new jobs, roles we can't even dream of yet, shifting our whole economy towards skills like creativity and critical thinking. Now, I want you to look at this number, 36,000. That's how many people die in traffic accidents in the US every year, mostly because of human error. And as a society, we sort of accept that level of human mistake. But as we're finding out, we hold machines to a much, much higher standard. And that creates a really tough ethical problem. So what happens when a self-driving car gets into a situation where a crash is absolutely unavoidable? Who does it save? It's the modern version of that classic trolley problem, and it's a moral nightmare we have to solve before we put millions of these things on the road. And here's the crucial difference. When a human crashes, it's a tragic, split-second reaction. But when a machine crashes, that's a pre-programmed design decision. Someone, an engineer, a company, had to sit down and deliberately code that choice. So, what's the right moral math to program into a car? And this problem goes way beyond just car crashes. Since AI learns from our history,
It can also learn our historical biases. For instance, AI models were found to be 80% more likely to reject black mortgage applicants. Facial recognition systems are often way less accurate for women and people of color. If we're not extremely careful, we are going to automate our past prejudices and bake them right into our future.
So where are we in this whole story? I know it can feel like we're right at the very beginning, but in a lot of ways, we're actually hitting a major turning point in a journey that started a long, long time ago.
Believe it or not, the dream of AI really kicked off back in the 1950s, but the journey has had a lot of fits and starts. After decades of hype and so-called AI winters, the 2010s brought the perfect storm. The internet gave us massive datasets, and we had these incredible leaps in computing power. That combination finally unlocked AI's true potential, and it led to the absolute explosion of apps we're seeing today.
Which brings us right back to now. The AI revolution isn't some distant thing on the horizon, it is happening right now, in our jobs, in our homes, in our society. The tech is moving faster and faster, the opportunities are huge, and the ethical questions need answers. So the final question really isn't if this is going to change our world, it's how will you be a part of it?